Okay, this video is for 10.7a, dividing binomials. So we talked about dividing yesterday, and we basically started taking, GCFs out of each term, taking as much out of each term as we possibly could. Now when we divide by a binomial, which is what we talked about in class today, more stuff happens, and we have to do more stuff from that. And some of the things that we have to do involve multiplying, and so we'll work on that individually. Some of the things we have to do involve subtraction, so we'll work on that individually, and then we'll piece it all together and we will do one of these division problems. Let's do number 12. Alright, so let's just start with number 1, multiply. So right here we have a binomial inside parentheses and then a monomial on the outside. For us to multiply this together, we need to distribute that x to both of those terms. So x times 4x cubed is 4x to the 4th, and x times 3x is 3x squared. Alright, let's talk about subtracting. Now, specifically on problems like this, we have this binomial and we're subtracting this whole thing, and so that's why there are parentheses around it, because we need to subtract the 4x squared and we also need to remember to subtract the 2x. Okay, so when we do 4x squared minus 4x squared, those two things are the same term, and so when we subtract one from the other, we're left with 0. And now we need to remember that we're going to do 5x minus 2x. Since we're minusing this whole term, we have to minus that 2x. So 5x minus 2x is 3x. So our final answer is just 3x when we subtract these two binomials. Alright, now those two skills, multiplying and subtracting, are going to be huge for dividing. So let's work on one of these full division problems. So what we're dividing by is 3x plus 2. So 3x plus 2 goes here. And then what we need to divide, this huge polynomial, needs to go underneath the sign. So that is 3x to the 4th plus 8x to the 3rd plus 4x squared plus 15x plus 7. Alright, so the way this is going to work is we will see we're going to divide the first term in our long polynomial by the first term of our binomial out front. So that's the first step. So 3x to the 4th divided by 3x. Remember, break it down. So 3 divided by 3 is just 1. And then x to the 4th divided by x is x to the 3rd. Now, what we need to do after that is go back and multiply both of those terms in this binomial by x cubed. And then write it underneath our long polynomial. So 3x times x cubed is 3x to the 4th. And then 2 times x cubed is 2x cubed. And so now we want to come back and subtract these. We want to just start with these two, 3x to the 4th plus 8x cubed, and subtract what we've written down here. So 3x to the 4th minus 3x to the 4th is just 0. And then 8x cubed minus, remember, we're subtracting this whole term, so minus 2x cubed is 6x cubed. And now we want to drop the next term down. So now we have 6x cubed plus 4x squared. And now we repeat that process. So now we're going to take 6x cubed and divide it by 3x. So 6x cubed divided by 3x, break it down, 6 divided by 3 is 2. X cubed divided by x is x squared. Now go back and multiply 2x cubed by 3x and by 2. So 3x times 2x cubed, 6x cubed. And 2 times 2x cubed is 4x. Or 2 times 2x squared is 4x squared. Now when we subtract these, we get 0. Just 0 overall. 6x cubed minus 6x cubed is 0, and 4x squared minus 4x squared is 0. So the last step then, drop the remaining 2 terms down. That gives us 15x plus 7, and repeat the process. Now we're going to divide 15x by 3x. 15 divided by 3 is 5. X divided by x cancels out, just goes away. And now 3x times 5 is 15x. And 2 times 5 is 10. So now we are going to subtract this away. 15x minus 15x is 0. 7 minus 10 is negative 3. Now we are at the last step. We have a remainder. Nothing that we have will evenly go into negative 3. So we're going to write negative 3, so plus negative 3 divided by 3x plus 2. And that is our final answer.